everybody, welcome back to Planning with John. If you're new here, I'm John and I make planning videos and art journal videos, and you'll see a few flute videos here and there. But today for Vlogtober, I decided to kind of remake a video that I did like probably about in 2016 or so. I can't find it anywhere in my list of videos, so I thought I would refresh it for everybody. But I'm using the exact same things that I did back then, but it'll just be a little bit more modernized and a little bit newer. So I was planning in one of the previous videos for this Vlogtober in my standard rings from Mystic's Little Gift. And yes, you heard me correctly, standard rings. It's an A5 size ring in an extra wide traveler's notebook. So I guess it could be considered like, you know, the Moleskine size. I don't have any Moleskine anymore. I had cut them all down to standard Midori size years ago, and haven't bought any. So it's, you can see it's standard size. But when I was planning in here the other day, I was towards the front. Oh, I've moved all those post-it notes. Someone had seen these, and I have a bunch, I think in my weekly section here. And I had talked about how I had printed on post-it notes. And so that's what this video is. Printing on post-it notes. There's lots of ways that you can do it, but the way that I've done it is I've used digital downloads that I have purchased from a store, and these are freebies from Peanuts Planner Co. So we'll talk about these today. So there's two different places where you can go to get these digital downloads. One of them where you can get them for free, but you have to be on Facebook and you have to be a member of the Peanuts Planner Company Facebook group. And then the other one is you can purchase them from a shop on Etsy called the JlDesignStudio. They're sometimes also called List Lab, but the web address is etsy.com/shop/JlDesignStudio. Or if you do JlDesignStudio all in one search on Etsy, you'll find them. But they're very similar. Also, one thing to note is Peanuts Planner Co. only has them for the standard 3x3, 3" by 3" square post-it notes or post-it stickies, whatever. And List Lab or JlDesignStudio has them also for those little smaller ones that are like 2x1, or I forget what those sizes are. So she has them for lots of different sizes, not just the standard 3x3. And I've been using these now since about 2016 was when I purchased these. And then when I saw that Peanuts Planner Co. had some on her Facebook group, a digital download for free, I got those as well. And I tend to use the Peanuts Planner Co. ones more than I do the List Lab. And the only reason why is with the Peanuts Planner Co., when you download the zip file, you get this template, then you get a sheet like this where all 6 are on one page, but then she also has a page, I didn't bother printing them because I don't need to, where in all 6 spots you have monthly bills. So if you only ever use the monthly bills one, you can print a whole page of them and not waste Post-its or ink. Or if you just use a notes Post-it, you can, you know, print a whole page of that or a whole page of online orders. So that way you're using it a little bit more, it's just a little bit more cost effective. Like here, you can see I only have the weekly tracker because right now, at the moment, that's the only one I use. And you can see back here, like here's last week's weekly tracker. I didn't use one this week because I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it in these inserts. And that's when I remembered, oh, I've got these weekly trackers. I can print out my weekly tracker. So all you do, and they have very similar ones. So in the Peanuts Planner Co., there's a monthly bills, there's notes, online orders to buy, a to-do checklist, which I use the to-do checklist, the weekly tracker, and the notes one I use the most frequently. But one thing that is nice, though, about the one from List Lab or JlDesignStudio is there's a tasks, there's a monthly habit track, which is nice. There's a what's for dinner. There's a connect with, like for making phone calls, a grocery list. This one is like an appointments. And then today's focus, inspiration, motivation, your AM routine, your PM routine, must-dos. Her notes has lines instead of grid. Wish list. And then like before you leave, like a little checklist. So how these work, here, I will put this back down here. One thing that I do is these templates, that's the paper one, I think. Yeah. What I do is I try to print them on a sturdy paper, or a cardstock. So these I printed on paper just to kind of show you, and I'll use these for other purposes. But with the List Lab or the JlDesignStudio, you have this as your guide, and then you have a separate file without the square. The square lets you know where to put the post-it. So what I do is I print these templates, like these templates and these templates, on a cardstock. I have them under here. And what you do is, all you do is take your post-its and line it up inside the square. Sorry about that. Got an email from EO Edits. I haven't bought anything from them in a while. So all you do is put these, you can use even different colors as well. So you fill your, oh, there's one more spot. I got a different color I'll use too, just to show you. You can use, I grabbed two. So you put your post-its down. Of course, you wouldn't have any writing because that will get printed over. And then you print this on top of this. And I've never had an issue with this getting stuck in the printer. If you have one of those back feed trays, you would feed it through where this would be your top, because I think if you were to feed it through the other way, these could get stuck. But I've never had a problem. And my printer, I actually have to put it down like this, and then it prints like that. But let's go back here. So you have your templates, and then when you print on them, let me get all these files out of the way. Here is the Peanuts Planner Co. And this I have on a cardstock. It's, I want to say like 50, 60 pound weight cardstock. You could print it on a thicker cardstock, but I worry that it might, if you have a printer like mine, it might not bend well through there. But what you'll see is like monthly bills, notes, online orders to buy, to-do checklist, and weekly tracker. And again, you'll see it's just the square underneath there. See? And then this is what the ones from the JlStudio designs look like. And these I just printed on yellow. This is like Office Depot Post-it note. And that's all you have to do. It's really that easy. And then here we are, my next week. That's my timesheet that I turned in. Here we are for next week. So since we're here, and this is, you know, Vlogtober, let's do a little bit of using these and a little bit of monthly planning. Now this I usually do kind of like a plan with me, since it's Vlogtober. Or should I make that a separate video? I think I'll make that a separate video, so that way, especially this week where I have like lots of rehearsals and stuff going on, where I'll have content for you. But yeah, so that's how easy it is to print on Post-it notes. You don't have to have these templates at all. If you have something that you've made in, say, Excel or in Word, you know, you can print it on a piece of paper, place the Post-it note, place the tab, place the whatever you want over it, and, you know, run it through the printer again. It's really that simple. It's, you know, it's just the paper and then the layer of Post-it. And since Post-its are usually super thin, you know, that's what you've got. So I will link down below the JlDesignStudio list lab, and I'll also link the Facebook group if I can. I don't know how that works. I've never done that before. Just so you can find some templates to this. And I know other people, I think Rena Plans has done a video about printing on those little page flags that you get from Cloth and Paper and Poi and Hun and Planner Press. I know there are other places that have them. You know, she's done one on those. So there you are. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.